Castle of Castle Does, and I'm here to bring you some Nautica action. So let's get started. Alright, so I'm finishing up the different parts of the Grand Reef area. So basically, I'm able to start up on the remaining areas that I was working on from the previous week. And like, now I'm just doing all the same touch-ups. I already know what I'm doing. So fast as hell, man. Fast as hell. Look at all this. Almost spit on myself. That's not cool. Alright, so the goal here is to get a couple of caves. Completely like touch up all this. Get that wavy sand out of there. It doesn't belong. Wavy sand don't belong here. Wavy sand don't belong. So now I got the blue coral, and then I'm gonna get some orange like coral to go with the blue coral for the orange effect, and bring in the floating pods, not floating stones, floating pods. It's important, and because stones just don't float. Actually, they do. Subnautica, they float. Weird. Also have to get all of these volumes in place. The special ambient atmospheric, they call it atmospheric volumes, but I think from other games I just call them ambient volumes. Usually a post-processing volume. This is pretty standard fare stuff like you see in like most engines. I think the first one that I ever worked with that was doing ambient volumes was probably Unreal 3. UE3 had post-processing volumes and things of that nature, and it was like pretty standard fare to be working with that stuff all the time. Adding a little bit of overhang. You know, you have to have overhang every once in a while. Like, so even if it's just a touch, anything to say, hey, this isn't just a height map, people. I actually have some depth here. So usually it's just giving that little extra bit of a touch. Because a lot of people will just look at a plain height map and think, oh my god, what is this, the late 90s? I don't know what time it is. I don't know if they'd say it with this moving of the arm like thing. Here comes the orange coral. So the orange coral material ended up getting another change to it. Stuff. Basically, I wanted to blend with the blue coral a little bit better, but so a lot of the changes that I did in this area ended up affecting the previous area, so now I'm going to have to go back and retouch the previous area. So like, once again, here we go again with the whole, when you work in an area, never expect that area to be done. It's not like, hey, you know, work on it and I'm done with it. You're always going to keep coming back. And as the project progresses, you'll have more and more levels that you have to come back to. Your workload like exponentially increases as the project goes. I mean, that's pretty common. I'm sure that there are other development processes that are a little bit more, you know, I don't know. I'm sure unicorns exist too. So now I'm getting a little bit of more unevenness in the blue coral. Sort of rocking it out. Rocking it out. I need more caffeine. Not weird enough. I want to, you know, why can't I be as weird or wild? Why can't I be like PewDiePie or something? I can come up with some random right now. Whales wearing hats. It's not random enough. Just doesn't happen. So I was going pretty quick on this. I mean, look at this, man. So I'm almost like oranged, and I almost bloranged the next 6 batches. It was 8 batches actually. Batches. Calling them batches. I'll never call them batches for any other engine that I ever work with again. Will never be called batches. Maybe this is just like a a voxel thing. Maybe I'll be using it. Will I ever use the term batch for like an area ever again in my entire life? I don't know. It's weird. Hmm. I, this might be it. This is one of those weird times. You just go through life wondering if you're gonna call something a batch again, or maybe it's not. I don't know. There's some weird stuff going on. Some like weird collision of logic. Okay, so like all of the textures are referred to as block types, right? Well, block types make plenty of sense if you're thinking about this in terms of Minecraft, right? Every one of those blocks would yield a different type of material whenever you broke it and everything like that. It makes total sense. Total fucking sense. But in terms of like arting an area out, a block type is just a material. I don't even care about the block type. I just want to paint the material and make it look pretty. I mean, that's a standard fare, like working with terrain mentality is you paint different materials and blend them together and then plop some models on to hide up all the seams and get around all that. So this is like a mishmash of different sort of logic. So like I wonder if at some point in time we'll have to come back and be like, oh well, we weren't thinking about it, block types in the same Minecraftian sense that maybe we're gonna have to like rework how the materials are being done and get it all fit together. I don't know. I mean, I'm totally conscious about this while it's happening. Okay, sorry. So I'm getting that blue in there on the orange so that this better blends together. It wasn't until a little bit later I started noticing something else. The standard materials, they don't behave like the cap materials. Alright. That was after that day. Thank you for watching and see you again.